talked to one of the managers that was working there all the time. We said, dude, we feel some weird shit.
After all
this, probably the ghosts. There's two of them. We're like,
the ghosts?
What ghosts?
So you guys thought the last version of this drink was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It keeps getting better for me. Maybe this is the final version. Because essentially, this is a rum barrel. This is the Breezeway barrel. I've been playing around with this recipe for a while now. Okay, you guys want another quick refill here?
Absolutely.
Sure. It's funny because we probably had 3 drinks each now, except it's not even one rum barrel.
Like barely one each.
Yeah, barely one actual cocktail. But rum barrels will get you, dude.
And the free cocktails too.
Yeah. Trish Grade. Yeah. Cheers.
Twice. Yeah. Just two's better than one.
Yeah, they taught me about their toasting technique where you got to bunk it twice. And there was no reason other than
two's better than one. Why not?
You guys probably build more tiki bars than anybody else in the country at this point, right?
60?
60.
If you want to call them tiki bars. We do escape his bar.
Yeah.
Divided in between 60 builds.
60 builds of escapism bars.
Right. But a lot of tiki bars. So the most recent ones have been, I think, in Las Vegas, right?
Las Vegas. Glitter Gulch.
Yeah.
Which is opening soon. Mm-hmm. The whole Fremont area was called Glitter Gulch.
Okay.
All the neons and the glimmering, shimmerings and the stuff. And then the strip club came in like the 70s or whatever it was, 80s, 70s. Mm-hmm. And then that became the name. And it's going to be dark and glittery and tiki in there.
There was like Vegas Vic was the cowboy on Fremont Street. When the strip club moved in, they were like, we're going to give him a girlfriend. And then I was Vegas Vic. Yeah.
It should be fun. I mean, when they get open, it should be a good one. It was owned by a company next door. They moved next door called Nacho Daddy. And they're like a corporate Mexican food, just that, whatever.
Yeah.
Home of the Scorpion drink shot there. They put a scorpion in every shot, freeze-dried scorpion. So now they're going to have home with the Scorpion Bowl. But that's about all I know. I mean, I don't know. We just build them and we just move on.
Last time you were here, how long ago was that?
2 years ago.
And now you have your son with you.
Now I've had Blake since 2017.
Well, you've had Blake for much longer than that.
He was working a hardcore job, and I said,
escape to paradise.
He was getting in fights with bums and this and that. And I told him, I said,
bum fights?
It was a recycling center. He was working at IT Beach, and it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And it got really worse. And I just told him, I said, hey, I'm going to make a phone call. You're going to come to work with me. Yeah. We're off for Kansas City doing Tiki Cat. So he's been with me ever since.
Since Tiki Cat. Yeah. So that was
2017, right?
Yeah.
2024 now? 7 years?
I think so.
8 years.
Did you grow up like helping your dad like make tiki stuff?
Yeah, I would do like these random little projects like in between, like the surf fight.
Oh yeah.
At the Huntington Art Museum for the
custom culture.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
my ex-girlfriend modeled with that for the cover of OC Weekly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I helped him with like the model hut with that,
right?
And I've like helped out with like some like standing bamboo and all that, like Phillies on the beach and like middle school and stuff, like kind of when I could help. And then even like around the shop when I was like in elementary school, I'd like organize things for him and stuff.
Yeah,
get used to the shop.
So you were literally like born into tiki.
Yeah.
Oh, he was happy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We got pictures of him, like little kid up on a bed when we first opened a shop in Huntington.
Yeah,
the old store.
I've got a picture of him and his brother at Sam's Seafood out in front, like climbing the rock wall.
Nice.
Was that when it was Sam's or?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Back to you, way back.
Yeah, you were super young back then.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Which is, it's so funny. The interesting thing is to see the style, the work that you're doing on the bars. It's interesting to see his influence on the style because it's definitely changed. Like it's evolved.
A lot. What changes too is budgets.
Oh.
So that's changed.
Are the budgets getting bigger?
No, cheaper for us. That's not fortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really?
But we do what we do.
Yeah. I just feel like I can tell like some of the stuff that you do is like super well known for like your bamboo work is like you are quick with bamboo.
That's just because it's just what they
Yeah. But I think like some of like the trim carving and stuff.
He's my new router.
Yeah, like the trim carving.
Hey, I found a brand new router. Guess it's Blake. Yeah.
Totally.
Like Kapu and Petaluma, man. He blew to how many? 52 panels?
No.
157
panels.
Fence pieces of cedar, art cedar. There was like age-old wood fencing that we took down and recycled, and he's just blowing these things out, man, and making everyone like a different pattern.
Like top of scallops and flowers and different lines, designs, and
It's crazy.
yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like, because you didn't have somebody that was like just doing that. So like you had to get these things up, and that is a time consuming part of the deal.
Dude, Tiff, I was just watching the video of you doing this, of us doing this, and you doing that. And you're like,
The reason why the Breezeway
it
exists.
wasn't my idea, it was your idea.
No, it was your idea. You should do it. You should turn your Breezeway into a tiki bar. And I was like, no, dude, I want to like keep it like
I
sellable.
thought you guys came to me with the pitch.
No, dude.
Wow.
I was like, I really want to keep the place sellable. I don't want to like,
I remember that.
I don't want to like
New homeowner.
ruin it or whatever. And now I've got like a pond with a volcano. The house is yellow.
That's so awesome.
The least sellable thing. Yeah.
Even with the Tiki out front, you wouldn't know what's inside here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's over the top.
Oh, thank you.
It stops.
From a tiki bar builder, that's like a
No,
This is what one should look like.
I mean, it's time, a lot of time.
yeah. So like, what are some of the limitations by budget that you would want to do if you had an unlimited budget, but you have to kind of like work in the confines of somebody's budget?
I mean, we build a lot of huts and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah. But there's also
Elevations.
ADA problems.
Yeah, that too, like
So crazy.
none of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Then you could do tree houses and you can do
But using a lot of collectibles. A lot of our jobs nowadays are just canvas. We call it building the canvas, which is building the wall, ceiling, floor, this, that, a couple of hanging things, floats, this, that.
I mean, that's essentially what you did with the Breezeway.
But yeah,
And then I just continually added on to it.
Exactly. So we've been kind of stymied into that position of just building canvases for everybody.
Yeah.
But one day we'll get the unlimited budget.
So if you did have the unlimited budget, like what would you want to do that you haven't done?
I would just go super hardcore, like early 60s teak. I mean, I would go dig up leech egg and make them paint a skeleton hand, whatever it is.
Dig up Lee tag.
You know what I mean?
Do that.
I'm just saying.
Well, I guess the budget's unlimited. Yeah.
I'm just saying. No,
And get very specific with the details and everything with it.
I don't know. I'd make it like this.
Yet again, though, like if
We hire you and make it like this.
That'd be fun.
We just sit and relax and watch you.
you're like too perpendicular with it, though, then it doesn't really look tiki. So,
Right.
then you kind of have to like pace yourself into a good time, I feel like. And
Right. The tiki bars that you guys have done together,
I have a list.
could you list those?
I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have a list.
I have a list. Dude, I'm old now, man. 59.
59.
59. Camera at 59.
So
And I'm still up and down ladders all the time, every day.
he tires me out.
320 Main, Seal Beach, Jan and Jean's Tiki Lounge, Huntington Beach, RIP. Hula Hoop, San Francisco, still going strong. Zombie Village in San Francisco, still a zombie village. 2019, Babu Club.
Yep.
That's our place. I'm on Hoodies in Kauai.
Okay.
Stowaway Tiki and Tustin, 2019. Max's, we did the first floor in 6 weeks. I did 6 weeks of Max's.
Max's is just insane.
Yeah, we were
Insane built.
We did
Felt insane.
Yeah.
we got out there and it was
The J tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just that.
we like we walked through the warehouse and Marcella's just like, hey, just put a blue tape on anything you want. Like,
Okay, so talking about like big budget.
it's too much.
That
was kind of basically what we were doing. We are walking through this warehouse, and it took you 9 minutes to take a video around this thing.
9 minutes.
9 minutes walking like this.
I went through his
And-
warehouse after it was all built, and there was still like 50 things that I would love to have in the Breezeway.
When we were there was no ceramic studio yet or anything. It was just all.
It was all that. So we just went through. We're like, oh, that would look cool there. That would look cool here.
It was mind blowing.
It's cool. It's gorgeous.
Shannon's in Long Beach.
Oh, Secret Island, yeah.
We did
We played the opening weekend or something like that. Okay.
Strongwater, Anaheim.
Yeah, which is Strongwater is like a big deal. That is the crown jewel of cocktail bars of Southern California, I think. And it's gorgeous. You guys did an incredible job.
We did the canvas. We did the caves. We did all the
That skull though kicks my ass.
Skull.
And it's so big I could sit on top of it
The fountain?
when I was building it. Yeah.
You built up the fountain? Yeah.
I have Strongwater, Makai, and Santa Cruz on the wharf. Makai.
Yeah. Their tiki mug is a Tiki Farm tiki mug with like a surfer dude with a skeleton in front of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they ended up calling me up. I went up there. I flew up. I spent a day with them drawing plans and measuring and blah, blah, blah and everything. And it was the only bar that I actually designed and never built.
Oh,
So Hugman's Oasis, San Antonio. Blake and I went and did that one from ground zero. We walked in like flip-flops and sandals. It was summertime and warm and tank tops. And this is like the full-on hard hat OSHA, blah, blah, blah.
So they're renovating the whole building above.
Yeah, and the whole building was a 1800s building.
Oh, wow.
They did the whole thing. It's crazy. They put this big giant elevator for handicap almost.
yeah.
But I know I saw all these California boys walking in there.
Yeah.
In the country, they didn't
So the
like
foreman's
that,
like,
no.
what are you boys doing in here?
Oh, really?
We're like,
Well, first they stared at us for a minute straight, and we felt the heat.
No way.
And then they start going off.
They're like that, you know? And then we're like, we're the Tiki guys. We're building it. And they're like, oh my God.
Freaked out.
Yeah,
And then we ended up being their best friends.
Yeah, best
Oh, really?
Best friends
Oh,
of
that's
us.
right.
Oh, yeah.
They would just
Aaron's the man.
They just like literally hit us back in the corners. Amazing. Tiki Tom's Walnut Creek. Yeah, so we became really good friends with you guys, and we were like, I'm like, oh, my back hurts really bad, you know. And they're like, oh, your back hurts? Hold on, make a phone call. And they make a phone call, and next thing you know, that this guy's walking around with this fluorescent lime clothing jumpsuit, and he's got this little poodle dog, and I'm like, what the hell? Poodle dog? Like, dude, what are you doing here, man? And he brings in a table and sets it up. You know, get on the table. I'm Doc. I'm like, what? Who are you? And he goes, I'm the chiropractor. And he put the table.
No way.
Chiropractor for the 49ers shows up in the job site where they were building a tiki bar.
No way.
Cracks us up on the job site.
Really?
Yeah. It was awesome. I feel
Like, were you good at that?
Yeah, that was great. Lost Temple of the Forbidden Mai Tai. That's a giant speakeasy. It's hidden somewhere.
Hidden somewhere.
We can't talk about
Top secret.
because we had a sign giant NDAs. It's forbidden, but it's a big one. It's wild.
Is it open to the public?
No, it's a
private
speakeasy, private speakeasy.
Oh, private
It's like a club thing.
Like a whorehouse?
How can we explain it?
No.
We're allowed to say
Nothing
the name
anyone
and that.
even wants to try to find because they're not going to find it.
Oh, okay.
Kahuna Chiki 2, you were just there, weren't you?
I was just there.
I saw you filming. We did the
I was there
bar.
2 nights ago.
We did the bar area, the huts and all that. And shit.
Oh, yeah. It looks great.
We went up there in one day and blew it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
That dude's that's a wild guy. The guy that owns that place.
yeah.
We were talking about like Rick James and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I was dancing with him.
So Tiki Farm corporate offices, San Clemente, California,
Tiki Farm,
2001.
the sponsors of this show, who also, dude,
Yeah.
look at this. They made this Bamboo Ben Tiki mug. Looks like Ben, kinda.
Yeah. Get in
Put a
there.
profile shot. Dude, look at that. Sculpted by Squid, produced by Tiki Farm, sponsored this show. The creators of like just the best custom tiki mugs and stuff.
Farm, okay. Wilfred's Lounge in Napa. I did 32 days straight nonstop there.
Wow.
I worked 32 days straight. I just wanted to get down and get
I'm the
up.
blank on that one.
He was.
Okay.
He was. Cafe 50s in Santa Monica. We went and did like a little small tiki area. So Lost Inferno, San Clemente.
I've been to Lost Friends.
The Goonies bar.
Yeah.
It's a Goonies bar. It's pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Now you get a huge spike. You gotta go. You gotta do it.
People get so bummed on me for
He hates
drawing a line in the sand of like
But see,
tiki
that's
bars.
we call that an escape bar. It's not a tiki bar. Okay, like say, let's say what's the one in Anaheim we did the pirate ship,
But are
strong water.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, they put tikis in there, so now it's a tiki bar.
true. But people are like furious at me for like drawing a line in the sand going, dude, I'm only here for tiki bars. Like that's the reason for the show. That's the reason for my band.
Then I gotta stop talking about a few of these.
No, I want to hear all of them. No. But
But we got escapism bars.
But that doesn't mean that people shouldn't enjoy those bars. But it just doesn't mean
They're good
gonna-
cocktails. Good cocktails.
Yeah, and it just doesn't mean they're going to be highlighted on this channel. That's all.
Not a bar, but we did Storage Wars season 13. We did various.
Storage Wars.
We did, yeah, right.
Yeah, with my friend Brandy.
Yeah, Brandy.
Brandy hasn't talked to me since we did that episode.
Oh, did you rack?
Yeah.
Oh well, when we
love
did,
Brandy.
we built a whole set for Storage Wars. Barry, our friend Barry Weiss, I did his house in 2001. 2000,
Like at the height of Storage Wars.
2001. At 2001, no, that was way before.
No, it's like
Oh, before.
He was a produce guy, so he'd make gazillions of dollars on produce.
Produce.
So his house that he lives at now is Charlie Chaplin's old mansion in Hollywood Hills, and I did a kitchen room inside there for him. Long time, 2001.
Wow.
And so anyway, he called me up and said, I got a new thing. I'm going to build a set for us, blah, blah, blah. I said, hey, Barry, I said, my son Blake's working with me now, blah, blah. He says, yeah, bring him up. You come on up. Come to the house. But come up at like 8 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I mean, we work all day long.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I'm exhausted. We drove up there and Blake met Barry. It was a great time.
He's a wild maniac.
I wish I had more fun with Barry.
Yeah.
He was
It's a lot of fun with that guy.
So we ended up building this set for him. It was just, crazy. They ended up renting half my house.
Okay.
All the stuff for, this and that and production. And,
For the set.
yeah.
Yeah, like the couches and stuff.
Yeah. And then they filmed for 2 days, and then we broke it down and we came back. So,
Wow.
Hugman Oasis patio, we went back down and built the huts on the side.
Okay.
And did all the skull caves.
Yep. It was 90 degrees at 4 a.m.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We had to try to beat the heat. We were like waking up super early to beat it.
Yeah.
One day
Hard to, man. It started to kill us.
One time it was like 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, and it was like dumping rain, and it was 104.
Oh my God.
And we were just
Rain.
And the rain was evaporating when it would hit the ground.
No way.
It was the trippiest looking thing. Yeah.
But Texas
is super.
Texas is fun and cool, man.
Yeah, I like
Texas looks.
Yeah.
Mama Hoonies, back on Kauai.
Mm-hmm.
We did the outdoor huts and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. It was hard to work there because there was like green acres and nothing goes right and this and that.
Oh, yeah.
Kapu, Petaluma.
Yeah, right.
That's Grady from Frankie's.
Okay.
Grady left Frankie's and went to Kapu and
Yeah.
opened up Kapu.
The dude with dreads, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a big space.
People have good things to say about it.
It's good. The food's killer. The
Things good, bartender.
good.
It was totally fun building that place.
They have a stage action. They have all sorts of bands playing now every weekend. Another one, not a bar, but Catalina Museum History Art Installation, where you guys played.
Yeah, the Real Girls did play on Catalina. Yep.
And we built a little thing you sit in and all that.
Yeah.
And went to Stowaway number 2,
Oh, yeah.
the new one in Tustin.
Which was a bar that my buddy used to own, where I did the logo for Marty's.
Yep.
And it was basically like a music venue. Everybody had played there, like the Reverend Horton Heat and X and Throw Rag and like.
So where the stage was in the back, we built a skull cave.
Yep.
Pool tables were still there because there's not enough room behind the bar to build another well.
Right.
So if they would have seating in there, they'd have to have another well for service.
Oh, that's the reason.
Otherwise, it's bogged down. So they like keep the pool tables, put some crazy velvets on or fabric on it.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
It's kind of a weird breakup between the bar area where the huts are and stuff, and then the other huts and this and that. You have pool tables, but Trader Moore's liquor store. We want to read that, the whole thing, gutted it, redid the whole.
And your grandpa?
No, grandfather did the Tiki.
Yeah.
But he did the Tiki in Midway City, and one of the brothers that owns then came up and bought it, brought it down.
And brought it down to San Diego.
And mounted it. And it was twice as tall. It ended up getting broken off. The one of the frat clubs, fraternity houses, came and stole the Tiki. They broke it off the thing, so they ended up having to mount it lower.
Oh, okay.
But it was fun because when we went and redid it, I got pictures of Blake like repainting it. So it's got I have pictures of my grandfather painting it.
No way.
It's really cool. Like a kind of a,
It's such an iconic tiki. You know?
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It's just a trip touching like the same materials that your great grandfather touched.
Yeah.
Like that great grandfather. It's third.
Oh, yeah.
Not 100, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, it feels like that.
Well, and the fact that he had like a shop in Disneyland too, like that's got to be pretty heavy to you.
Yeah, kind of.
It's heavy to me. It's like, and I'm not even related. Like,
Yeah. He was there, and they picked him up in a limo. They came out of the cove, and they picked him up in a limo and drove him off. Told my grandmother he was going away for a couple of days, and then they brought him back, dropped him off, and he said to my grandmother, my mom, and the other daughters, their aunts, "Hey, we're moving to Anaheim.
no way.
We're working on this project. We got offered this great deal, and we're going to work on this project." And
Was his shop open at the beginning of Disneyland?
we're going to get
Like 1955.
Yeah.
Wow.
Island trade. We actually, when we were back east, we were at the Smithsonian and we saw it on the map. Mm-hmm. They said Island Trade Store on the map. First time we ever seen a Disneyland map with the Island Trade Store on it.
So it was called what?
The Island Trade Store.
Island Trade Store. Okay.
Entree bar in Annapolis, Maryland. We built it to be a dark, crazy, cool tiki bar, but now they have all the windows open and all this stuff. With the fact, I mean, like I always say, we only build them, we don't run them. So
Yeah, totally.
too much.
I mean, the ideal tiki bar is basically no windows, right?
Yeah.
And it's like if you're in Hawaii, then like what do you do? Like, do you want a tiki bar that has no windows?
And we also cut corners for budget too, because it's going to be dark, so you can get away with all sorts of stuff and not have to finish.
Well, and we were super excited for that one because the guy that we were working directly with grew up at Maikai. He had like
Max, this guy was awesome.
Max, he was great. He grew up in Maikai, like hanging out there, and he definitely knew what was going on. But
Right. This episode is sponsored by Tiki Farm as well as the Breezeway Blend. Check out the Breezeway Blend, a proprietary blend by Hamilton Rums. And so this cocktail features nothing but the Breezeway Blend
It's good.
and some ingredients.
Good. It's a good blend.
Cheers, dudes.
Cheers. What do we do?
There you go. Like 2 times.
Oh, see you guys. It's my comment.
I like that.
Oh, cheers.
Now the whole Breezeway world, the community of the Breezeway is going to be doing the double toast. Because of the Bamboo Ben family.
Once, it's not enough. You need twice.
Why?
But you need it twice, no matter what. Once is never better than one. Two is better than one. So straight pirate.
So
Straight pirate.
you say I should go.
You should go and check it out, man.
Okay.
Just go with an open mind. It's not a tiki bar. According to me, it's not a tiki bar. According to the press, it's a tiki bar.
According to a lot of people who aren't educated on what a tiki bar is, they consider it a tiki bar. And it's
Anything that serves a tropical drink is considered a tiki bar nowadays, which
Right.
sucks.
Yeah.
But
then when you go into an actual tiki bar that is done like so early 60s style with carvings and stuff, I just appreciate
I love
so
it.
much.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So the Royal Hawaiian has been recently repurchased, redeveloped, rebuilt, and looks great. I think Notch did a great job. Your guys' version was very, very good. It was more beachy, hutty kind of thing.
More budget friendly.
More budget friendly, yeah. But I heard stories about you guys working there late at night.
Oh, yeah.
early in the morning.
Oh, early in the morning.
So we would get there an hour after closing.
Hear it out of him. Last time you heard it from me, hear it out of him now.
I'm up on the ladder by the booze room door, out the door where the stairs go up, and then to the dining room hall, and then up in the back where the kitchen is, to the alley. This is the one that leads into the dining room. It goes just straight up to the booze room. So I'm in front of that door, and there's a shell curtain in front of the door. And I'm up there tying rope onto the grid, and I just hear my dad say, "Holy fuck!" And within a split second, my back got completely freezing, and some sort of chill went right up from the bottom to the top of my spine. And I go, and look behind me, and the shell curtain's like moving.
No way.
And you know that feeling where like you are laying out on the beach all day and you didn't towel off, and then you put your shirt back on after getting out of the water?
Like the sand.
It felt like that, and super chilly up my spine within a second.
No way.
And the shell curtain was moving, and I didn't tap it. I was on an 8-foot ladder or 6-foot ladder, like up in the ceiling.
And where was your
The
dad?
kitchen doors were swinging.
And he was where the clamshell is now.
So like nowhere near that stuff.
No, he was looking straight at the door, like looking at my face, and I just hear him say, "Holy fuck!" Look at him.
Then the kitchen doors are swinging like mad, and then we have everything sealed off because working at 4 a.m, you're not supposed to work until 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Quiet time.
Sure.
So
And all of the ghost activity about happened until 9 o'clock in the morning, and then it would chill out.
in the dining room,
Yeah.
there's a seating area. There's 6 lights
Yeah.
hanging. So we were there once, and one light was just fucking going ballistic.
Swinging.
The other 5 were still staying still. And so this is the one that was in between all the other ones.
So it wasn't like wind or a draft or anything. It was something else.
We heard one upstairs. We were working on a platform. We were doing the ceiling, and we heard this like screeching back and forth. Like it sounded like somebody's moving a desk upstairs.
Sounds hardcore, yeah. You know how like the booths kind of go into the wall, and then they kind of sink into the wall right there. Those 3 booths. I was under there painting for the background for the matting that we were putting up. And as I was painting it, I like felt it, and I was like, whoa. And it just started getting louder and louder, and I got very spooked and ran over to my dad and go, dude, you gotta check this out. I don't know if it's 5 o'clock in the morning or what, but I'm freaking out right now.
No
I'm like,
way.
listen to this.
We go under there too.
Oh yeah.
And it would quiet down and get louder. And it's like, no, this isn't like an air duct. This isn't a vent. This isn't a car going down the alley.
We
behind
ran
it.
upstairs
It
real
was-
quick to make sure, and it was just all liquor shelf.
And ever since before working there, like when we'd have to grab like the keys to certain things in the office to get into like the storage, and before I even knew anything was going on, I felt very weird going alone. Going up to the office, I felt like I didn't belong there, and I felt like something was wrong.
We talked to one of the managers that was working there all the time. We said, dude, we feel some weird shit there.
After all this, yeah.
Probably the ghosts. There's 2 of them. We're like,
The ghosts?
What ghosts? What? There's 2 ghosts. And he goes, yeah, one bartender died behind the bar, and another guy fell down. A client.
I don't know if it's exactly behind the bar, but it's 2 people. One was a local, one was a manager bartender.
So the whole place is reconfigured now. So the bar is over here.
Yeah.
Before the bar was over the left side of the dining.
Yeah, it was like a little round bar, right?
That's where the guy.
I don't know if it was the local or the bartender, but someone fell off those stairs. And
The
broke
stairs
their
not that
neck,
much.
and that's-
No,
it's
it's like
not.
3 stairs.
And they're like old. They're not straight. You know.
Oh yeah.
But someone fell and landed like right on the platform where the dining room connects to in that door, and that's where that ghost came out of and went back up into the booze room where it fell from. So I think the local cruised by me. No, it was
So
not.
either this is like the best, most collaborative like scam in the world, or these guys actually saw.
No,
So, and I know I've known you for I've known both of you for 20 something years. Like I don't
Put
take
it this
you
way, I'd rather not see it.
Yeah,
I would have rather not.
Yeah, I don't want to tell these stories.
I could have I have a million other stories. Trust me.
What else you got? Cozy Pine.
Oh, that's another
Cozy
one.
Pine. That's another one that's not Tiki.
Oh, I've seen advertisements for that.
Speakeasy.
Yeah, it's a speakeasy, but it's like
You're
a
like a log cabin.
camping
There's
theme.
A-frames. There's 3 A-frames.
Okay.
2 A-frames to go up.
Yeah.
And there's camping and this and that.
Okay.
That's a Leonard Chan.
Okay.
And so it's Blind Rabbit, Stowaway. We basically now we call it we build movie sets for drunks. So
Movie sets for drunks.
but that's what it is. You got to build strong, but it's like it's good.
Bamboo Ben and Son. Movie sets for drunks.
Bam.
New sticker.
That's it.
Totally is.
Hey, when the world is so fucked up,
Yeah.
everybody wants to get drunk. So go enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Why not?
It's very true.
So is that it?
Belly of the Beast was Speakeasy inside Stowaway.
Right. It's like a whale theme. Like
No, it's Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
You ever watch the movie? You ever watch Pinocchio? Pinocchio goes into the belly of the
I
beast.
tried watching it.
Monstro, the whale. Monstro, the whale, eats them inside.
course I've seen
Inside the belly of the beast.
Wait, you've never seen Pinocchio?
I tried, man. I just felt like I was on acid when I was watching it. I was.
I mean,
Some of that
sober.
stuff was pretty weird back then.
Yeah, like being a kid watching that, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
And that's in
Blood.
Stowaway.
It was basically the smoking section.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's 7.5 foot wide by 40 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
And so we ended up converting that into this crazy speakeasy.
I was going to turn that into a tiki area for Marty's. And then Mike, who was a co-owner of Marty's, was like, wait, how much money do you want? And I was like,
Budget, right? So
I was like, dude, this is not cheap.
Right.
Like the materials alone for bamboo and matting and all that
Yeah.
stuff is insane.
we have Lanai
Okay.
in Eastvale, which is just a patio outside. You have a food court, which is done to Leonard Chan.
Okay.
Craziness, but he's going to have good drinks out there for the people that have nothing. There's nothing out there. So the people that live out there, they have to go to like all the way to Anaheim.
Yeah, totally.
either there or Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah. Well, that was like one of your like most acclaimed builds was Frankie's.
Frankie's was?
Frankie's Tiki around. You don't think so?
Nah.
Nah. Well, your Don the Beachcomber remodel at Sam's Seafood was really impressive.
Going to Frankie's is like going to my grandmother or grandpa's house that lives like in the woods way out wherever the wilderness is. And
Smoke cigarettes constantly.
yeah, and I'm going in there smelling like fucking
You
cigarettes.
sold me those
out.
two of those chairs from Frankie's. They were carved out of logs, and they smell.
I didn't sell them to you. You bought them.
Oh yeah.
You bought them from me. I didn't sell them to you.
But they smell like cigarette smokes forever. Forever.
Bourbon Island, Kontiki,
Forbidden Island.
Tucson,
Jeez, dude.
Cha-Cha Lounge before that. Kona Club, Oakland was a pretty good one.
Okay. Do you guys still enjoy doing it?
Oh, yeah. Love it.
Is this something that Blake, that you would want to like first, continue on after?
Well, that's why I ended up making the shirts finally.
It only took 7 years to get my name on
It
here.
took us 7 years. We're going to sell them eventually somewhere. I don't know.
Okay.
Probably the hardcore tiki marketplace. And then,
Okay. Long Beach. Yeah.
and then we're very archaic.
Yeah.
And so the way we sell the skulls, thank to you, we did the court guys or the crazy court, not of court guys skulls. Thank you, everybody, Presonians, spikes there. You have to email Mrs. Bamboo.
Wow. You should probably figure out like an online store.
I tell her that all the time. She says, no, I want to do it my way.
No,
All right.
we tell you it all the time.
No,
We
I
say,
wanna do
no
that.
store. We don't need that. We say, no, you know what? Let's get a little bit with the times
I
here.
wanna
I
do
can
that.
help you out. I passed
wanna
high
do that.
school. I could help you out.
So is this something that you would want to continue on with?
Basically, I would like to keep the tradition going, and I'm not really too sure if anything's really going to die anymore, like how disco killed Tiki back in the 70s.
It'll keep going.
I think it'll keep going. So I
agree.
think it might be pretty steady, but it might be one of those things where all of you guys, like your guys' age, and then there's only like those few people in the scene that are my age
Right.
that know of it, but it's not enough to be a scene. So we might have that 20-year gap of nothing going on, and then I'll be my dad's age then, and then it'll pick back up again.
Oh, sure.
And then kind of like have this height that we've had since like probably 2014. Tiki got really big.
Yeah.
Ever since Dawn's and Sunset closed, it almost seems like that.
And I think that's what's hopefully so important about this show, that hopefully we can reach younger people too, because
Definitely.
this is a shockingly old scene, and I think that it needs younger people to.
No, but it's like bringing that youth energy that the Tiki scene needs.
Yeah.
To keep the party going. It's all about the party, man.
Right.
It's all about drinking and having a good time and getting away from all of it.
Right. But also,
that now.
I think understanding
And have
the
that
history
skill.
is super important.
Absolutely.
The history it's not lame, it's not tedious. It's like really fun to know where all this came from,
Yeah, totally.
Get a shirt for you, Spike.
Oh, rad. Oh, dude, I was just asking about
You
the
just
shirt.
you just asked him. I forgot.
No way.
Also, we're a little fuzz. So there's a Family Ben and Son.
There you go.
Dude,
It's your own
I got the shirt.
Family Ben and Son, Sanford and
There it
Son
is.
shirt.
So if somebody wants to hire you to do like a tiki room in their house, are you available for that? Or are you
Eventually,
eventually? Okay.
we put them on a list and let them know that there's a list.
How do they reach you?
Those socials. Family Ben,
On Instagram?
Instagram.
Okay.
Family Ben, Facebook. So we got another present for you, Spike.
Oh, another present?
So last night I was like, binge watching everything because I knew it was going to be your show. So I had to like revamp my head.
Yeah, dude.
Saw the replay of us building the
The original Breezeway.
original Breezeway, the reality show. Hey, look at me, Breeze.
Yeah.
That whole thing. But anyway, I never got assigned the original Breezeway. So this is how we sign things. We sign things with our nuts.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna give you some coconuts or our nuts.
And those are the fattest nuts we could find in the bunch.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Thank you so much.
Usually we Sharpie it say rub for luck.
Okay.
And then there's a Bamboo Bin signature on there. So we were thinking during your next DAC off, you could rub the nuts for luck before. Right? Before the next DAC off, he could rub the nuts for luck. There you go.
Thank you very much. So every bar that you do,
We hide our nuts in every single bar.
every single bar.
Every bar.
So maybe that's a challenge to you guys. And mention in the
Find the
comments if you found the nuts, they're nuts in any one of the bars that we mentioned tonight.
Let's take a picture.
Yeah, mention it in the comments below.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
thank you so
Yeah.
much.
This is awesome. This is much easier than standing behind the bar trying to do it. And
All right, cool. All right, smoke them if you got them.
So now we got to hide your nuts.
Right?
These nuts are actually from Oceanic Arts.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're vintage nuts.
These nuts?